Welcome to SiteDesq 2.0 training session. Today's webinar is going to step you through the basics of creating your own website using our new SiteDesq 2.0. In order to enable this, please contact our support team on support@imgstg.com. Once you have enabled this, please log in to your console. From here we go to our website tab and then we log on to our front-end website. We'll be prompted once again to enter in our login details and we log in. Now we can start adding content to our website. So to start off with, we're going to add a header image. So we go to Website Settings and Images. We then browse and we select our header image. Header images need to be 1170 pixels wide in order to have good optimization. So we can see that's been added in now. I'd now like to add in a background image. So we add this in. We set it to repeat across and fixed. And we now save that. You can of course add in images as well to this. Once we've added in our website images, we then go to Website Settings. We enter in our website name, which is the name that will appear in the browser box or tab. We can enter in our website URL, which is the domain name, if you've purchased one. If you haven't purchased one, that's fine. You can enter in your Google Analytics here, and these options are just for member login options. We can then choose which page is our default home page, or you can just leave it to default to your home page, which is now set up. So we save this information. Our next step is to add an image gallery. So we hover over Modules and then just drop down to our image gallery. We add a title for our image gallery and we save the title. Once we've saved the image gallery title, we can then edit that and begin adding images. We can add in up to 20 images at a time. And once that's loaded, we can then select another image. Once you've added all the images you need at this stage, you then save the image gallery. And we can see now that we've got 2 current images sitting there. Our next step is to add a page onto our website. So at the top left-hand corner, we select Add Page. We enter in the page title. We can select the layout. This is just where the elements on the page will sit. For more information on page layouts, you can go to our help files at HelpDesq.imgstg.com. We then can choose whether this displays in the menu or not and whether this is public or member display. We then select the menu title, and if this is to sit underneath another menu item, we can choose which one it is attached to. For now, our home page is defaultly named Default, so we'll select that and we'll save. This will automatically take you to your page that you've just created. Now these 2 plus signs here are for adding your elements, which is structured into which layout you've chosen. So we're going to add an element now. There's different element types here. For now we're just going to add a text box, which is the HTML content. I will run you through the other element types later on. We can select the design and also the title of the element. To enter in text, we just click the paste as plain text icon. You can copy and paste this straight in or type it. So we can see that that's held its formatting correctly. And now we'll save. I'd now like to add in an element over here, and I'd like to insert an image. Therefore, I need to get the image specific URL. For that, we go to our modules, image gallery. We edit our image gallery number 1. To gain the image specific URL, we simply right click on the image, and for each browser it's slightly different. For Firefox it's copy image location, for other browsers it is copy image URL. So we copy that, we then go back to our page, we add an element. It's once again a HTML content. And to paste an image into a text box, we hit the image icon and paste the image specific URL directly into this box. And we'll now save that. Our next step is to add a document library. So we'll hover again over modules and down to document library. We add in a title for our document and we'll then browse. This is just for PDF files, so we can either click here to view the hoodie or we can save this document. And at any stage you want to view your documents, you just click the view icon here and it will take you straight to your PDF file. I'd now like to hyperlink this PDF into our club information page. So we go back to our page, we edit the element, we're then going to hyperlink text to go through to this PDF. And in order to hyperlink this, we need the URL of our document. We then highlight the text we'd like to hyperlink to. We select the little link icon and we paste the PDF file straight in there. We save that and we can now see that it's a hyperlink straight to the document. So our next step is to add a calendar. So once again we hover over modules and we go down to calendar. Now before we add any events, we need to add a calendar category. So this is just the name of your calendar in a broader sense. And we save that. And we can now add events to our calendars. So we select the calendar we'd like this event to sit under. We select the date of the event, the title of the event, the location, and any summary information. And you can also attach a gallery into the event as well. So we've now got our event listing here. You can of course add as many events as you want under each calendar. But now I'd like to add this calendar onto my club information page. So we go back to our page and we add another element. So in the element type we then select calendar, the title of the element, the calendars that we want to display, and whether we want to display future or past events. You can also select how many events you'd like to display. So just say you have 12 events, one for each month, and you only like to select the next 3 events, you'd select that. Okay. Now what we do is we save that. And we can see we now have a club calendar, and this will list all the events that you've selected. So you can of course add this on any page, any side of your page. and it would also obviously depend on the layout you've selected for each page. Once you have selected a layout for a page, you can't change it. Our next step is to add a news module. So we go to modules and then news. Before we can add a news listing, we need to add a news category. And we save that. And once we've saved our news category, we can then begin adding news listings. We select the category we'd like to appear under. And we can select whether this is administrator view only or whether it's members news view only. We can then enter a summary of the news article itself, and once again we can attach a gallery to that. So we save that. I'd now like to add this news listing into our club information page. So we go back here, and now I'd like to list it on this side. So once again from our element type drop-down box, we select news, the title, and we can choose the layout for that, so news listing with thumbnails, the news category we want to display, and how many stories we'd like to display within this element itself. So we'll save that, and we can now see that we've got our club news listed on the right hand element side. The next thing we're going to go through is page management. So we click page management, and as you can see, we can now manage each page that we've added. So we've only added one additional page to our default home page. So first of all, we'll go to our default home page, and we're going to title this home. We don't want it as a attached submenu, so we save that. And our club information page, we can also edit where this is attached to and just the basic settings that we first set it up in. If we're going to add another page, do that here, and we want this to sit under home as well. Actually, we want it unattached, so we'll save that. And once again, this will take us to the page. We can see now we've got a different element set out for a different layout, and it's now a menu item. To say I'd like this new member information to appear as the first menu item, what I need to do is go back to page management, and all I simply do is drag that. Oh. Refresh that. And we'll see that that's now been dragged above the home. So we can see here it's then reflected. If at any stage this hasn't updated, just click F5 and that will update your website. So I'll just quickly run you through the different layouts. As I said, if you need any further information about this, you can go to our HelpDesq. So layout 1 is a large element with a smaller element on the right side of the page. Layout 2 is just one large element. Layout 3 is a large element with a smaller element on the left-hand side of the page. Layout 4 is one long horizontal element with a large element on the left and a small element on the right. Layout 5 is a large element on the left and a longer element on the right-hand side of the page. So now I'll just quickly run you through the different element types. So So the calendar element is used for adding events. The Facebook element is used for adding your Facebook page to a page on your website. If you'd like to integrate your Google Maps onto your website, you can do this via the Google Maps element. This can show your maps and locations at any stage. You can also add the image gallery in there as well. Yeah. You can also add your news elements in, your Twitter element. Further instructions on how to get your Twitter widget box to work is on our help desk, and it's quite detailed in what information you need to gather from your Twitter feed. You can also add in contact us. As we went through earlier, the HTML content is just a text box. And if you have SiteDesq integration or DNN, you can also integrate those. The final element of our training session is just regarding your design. So we have some set themes in place for you. So you can select the overall font of your website. And we've also set up a few colour schemes. We do have these in development at the moment, so always check back if you'd like new colours as well. But we just have a few set up for you as well. So we would like Ice Cave and Tahoma. So we save that, and we can see that that's just changed slightly for us. So that's the end of our SiteDesq 2.0 training webinar. If you have any further questions, don't hesitate to contact our support team on support@imgstg.com, and we'll talk to you soon.